Yes, it's the Date Master. And yes, we're back. And like I said, we took out the vanilla extract. We took that out. And I saw this video, I think about a week or so ago, floating around. It was this swim thick pool party in Houston. And, I'm looking at the video. It's a lot of people. I'm looking in the comments, and I'm looking at it's a lot of comments to the point to where they took the video down. And what I noticed, you know, was a lot of it was a lot of funny comments, but it was some very serious comments. And what I've noticed, our community, the black community, has pretty much celebrated, applauded, and accepted the lowest standards out of all races when it comes to the family dynamic, education, physical health, mental health. We're at the bottom in a lot of cases as a whole. And I always say this, it starts and ends with the men. It starts and ends with the men. Now, one would try to separate the physical from the mental. Now, at this pool party, you see a lot of big chicks, a lot of big women. See, what we also have misconstrued, and I've done videos about this as well, we are the only ones that don't want to talk straight and talk real because we don't want to offend anyone. We want to be politically correct. The group that's at the bottom cares about feelings and all this type of shit. There's a difference between thick and fat. They're not the same. But I see this a lot, and I see a lot of these big chicks, these fat chicks, get all this love and praise, and it's a psychological disorder that is festering. And I was talking to a good friend of mine, and she was just chopping up some of my content, and we were talking about real life things. And I said, you see, and she's a slim chick, she's a beautiful woman or whatnot, and she says she has some friends that are overweight. And I see a lot of big chicks complimenting other big chicks. Ooh, girl, yes, and beautiful and all this type of shit. Knowing goddamn well that's not really how they feel. This is a reverse psychology. See, again, what I learned about women will twist up some shit to project. So let's say if you come with them with some feelings or some things on your mind, they'll say, well, I have some things on my mind and I'm feeling that same way. But they don't bring it up until you bring it up. So what they do with the compliments, they'll compliment another big chick that looks like shit and tell them, hey, girl, you look good, woo, 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 because they look the same. So what they think they're doing is complimenting themselves. So they see themselves in this other big chick by trying to share these fake compliments when deep down they're battling depression. They're battling other issues psychologically. They know no man is really checking for them. They know the men that are around them are only preying on them. I said this before. A lot of women think that again, what a man wants versus what he chooses is two different things. What he wants versus what he chooses is two different things. If I get Jill Scott and I get Drea Michelle, or I get Ruby Rose, and I put them both in the hotel room, who you think he gonna fuck? If I get, what's another bad chick? What's the other chick name? I can't think of her name. Alexis Sky, Lyra Galore. If I put them in the room, the same room with Jill Scott or Lizzo, who you think they gonna fuck first? Who you think they're gonna be sexually aroused by first? And I always say, when you dig one grave, you better dig another one. So I'm not a fan of that. Let me go after the weaker. Let me go with what's easy. See, we don't do that. Nah. Ain't no going for what's easy. I sleep on the floor first. I sleep on the floor for a month or a year or 2 years so I can get that big condo. So I can get that I sleep on the floor. Ain't no taking the shortcuts. Ain't no short change. Ain't no trying to do the back door. If we gonna do it, if we gonna get it, we gonna do it the right way and the hard way. I don't want it easy, and that goes for women too. See, when men again, I guess you can call me a whistleblower. I ain't dick policing you. I don't give a fuck what you do. We just breaking down the psychology. Because again, you can choose. You don't have to submit yourself to that type of shit. These women have gotten this way because we've allowed it. We've celebrated and tolerated it. And when the moment we get to talking and they come up under the comments by the hundreds, tagging other people, they shame. Oh, you got a little dick. You broke. You this, and the third. You shut the fuck up and you go and tuck your tail. Nah. That shit over with. That shit over with. Nah, bitch, you fat. Get your ass in the gym. When I don't like no. If I don't have a personal relationship with a chick that's overweight, and this ain't, like I said, whatever you want to call it, we always have these labels and terms and that. Oh, you fat shaming. Oh, you slut shaming. Fuck all that, bitch. You fat. You're fat. Get your ass in the gym. You control what you put in your mouth. You can change yourself. Cause I was getting husky a few months back, and I was looking at some pictures, and I said, nah. So every day since then, in the lab, every day. So we dropped 15 pounds of fat. We getting shredded. We in a size 32 with a little bit of room in them now. The veins starting to pop out the legs because we working full body. Now you can transform, you elevate, you self-develop. Ain't no settling and just taking that shit. Nah, we ain't doing that. So you got to ask yourself, is it preference or is it just access? See, men choose to deal with these chicks because they're easy. And we're going to call a spade a spade. These bigger chicks, certain chicks, they're easy to deal with because of self-esteem issues. They allow a man to move in and be a homosexual. They allow a man to just fuck on them, not do shit for them. And I ain't saying you got to do shit for a chick. But again, if I'm going to lay with a chick, it ain't just going to be for a nut at this age, in this stage of my development. What? A nut? What? I puss all my life. You think I'm finna just lay with this chick just to get a nut? I beat my dick first. Yeah, we talking raw. I told you we taking that vanilla shit out. That's over with. I'm only going for the top notch, top quality. That's it. Ain't no other option. But men have been conditioned to think that this is what is available to him. You got men that don't even consider being qualified to deal with another race of women. They think that just the big black chick is what they owe the black woman something, some form of loyalty, that they'll deal with her in whatever condition she's in. You think a woman of that condition is mentally stable? The body follows the mind, not the other way around. The body follows the mind. So if you thought about it, you did it afterwards. Now, you do have some knee-jerk reactions where you just act sporadically on impulse, of course. But in most cases, all of this shit is premeditated and thought out. These men don't really want you, ladies. I'm trying to put you on game. You got to develop, because water seeks its own level. I say that again. Water seeks its own level. So if I'm a high tide and I'm putting in the work and I'm elevating, I'm only going to be in environments that those who did the same. I'm only going to deal with those who have the same mindset to even put that type of discipline and sacrifice and work into whatever journey that is, or whatever destination that they're trying to get to or have reached. It takes a certain mindset to get to these heights of success, physical fitness, mental discipline. You got to put in work. This shit ain't easy. You got men that can't go a day without drinking or smoking. Can't go a day without it. It ain't no addictions over here. The only addiction that I have is I'm addicted to getting better. One brick at a time. My skills getting better. My knowledge getting better. My execution gets better. That's what I'm addicted to, getting better. I don't need to self-medicate through sex, sleeping with chicks that I really don't want. The dude, my boy, Stefan Speaks just spoke about men, and I may need to clip that on this video. He said men will sleep with a woman he's not even attracted to. He'll trick himself into getting aroused just so he can get that release, because other parts of his life has not matured or has not materialized in the shape that he really wants them or sees them, because he ain't did the work. I always say it starts and it ends with the man. We have set the bar so low that we accept this. You see this guy in this thumbnail here. You think he really wants to do this? Look at him. You think this is his first choice? If I line 10 women up and put her in the mix with the Dreas, the Alexis Skies, the Lyra Galores, you think he gonna run straight to this one, right? So you can run that on Square. Like this I got a background in that. I know how the mind works. So you can't run certain game on me. But people will try. People will try to run it. Nah. That don't fly. And these women will see other men. And that's why I say what you do affects someone else, because you put it on display, especially when it's put on display. So this give other women, okay, I'm big just like she, so I must look good too. Okay, they must want me like they want her. Oh, I look good too. We the same size, girl. Yeah, you look good. But they'll see the real slim baddie. They won't look her way, because they know she the real threat. That's why a lot of women have these fallouts. I guarantee you ain't gonna really see too many big chicks hanging with the slim baddies. It ain't gonna happen. Just like you ain't gonna see a lot of bosses hanging with the workers. They come around the workers to give direction, or they try to give them some game if depending on the relationship. But water seeks its own level. Birds of a feather flock together. What men want versus what they choose are two different things. We've set the bar too low. So when you set the bar for self, because no one is going to love you better than you love yourself. I see a lot of women miserable nowadays. I see a lot of men miserable nowadays, but the women are more visual and more vocal about it when you get on this internet and you see Lolo Jones crying. She's a 37, 40-year-old virgin, having to freeze her eggs. These women having meltdowns. They're tired of being independent, paying the bills, working 65, 70 hours a week to keep up with her friends to make it appear that she's living her best life. You see the men, women don't respect me. Women don't do this for me. Man, just go, man. Hey, you got to put the work and you got to understand it and get knowledge yourself and find your identity. That's why fathers are so vital. And I see a lot of things that we deal with in this community. You can tell the father was weak. The father didn't know what the fuck was going on. He got, hustled into a situation or a marriage by hook or crook by a baby. And he just got to work. He ain't seek knowledge. It's the reason why I don't have kids. I ain't doing no baby daddy shit. We don't do that. I wish I would be your baby daddy. I want to become the wisest version and the best version of myself before I bear my seed. So I know exactly what to put into him, to pour into him, so he don't go through the struggles that I went through. See, a lot of fathers had these, especially daughters running around crashing the fuck out. Crashing out in their 30s, making stupid decisions, fumbling the bag. Because the mama then, hey, you just go to work, nigga. You a bill for in a deal, though. Pay that bill and come have sex with me when I want until I don't want to give you none no more, because I'm tired of you. Paying the bills don't do it for me no more. So that puss don't even get wet for her own husband. So now you got a sexless marriage. So you got a sexless marriage. The man ain't pleased. He ain't got no game. He don't got no wisdom to give to the children. He just looking at, as long as they secure it and they got food in their stomach, they good. So you got these young men and women out here crashing out because they ain't get no game. They ain't get no game from the father, because the father was just a billfold. He was just a billfold in the deal, though. I said this in my last video. So if you can pick up what I'm putting down, this for you. I ain't doing this for no money and trying to run up a check and do the Kevin Samuels. Shout out to him, he the GOAT. This ain't about no fucking money. The money gonna come. I ain't doing it. You don't got to cash out me. You don't got to PayPal. This ain't about no money. It's about game and getting us to the next level, the highest level. The bar is set too fucking low. And a lot of niggas accept any and everything that come with their women and all of that. Nah, not in this section. Not in my section. Oh, no. She got to walk and talk like I talk and walk. You can't sit down. You can't discipline yourself or what. You gotta go that way. This shit for real. It's about self-development and growth. You still doing the same bullshit thinking, yeah, all right, go ahead. You look on the news, crashing out every day. You get on World Star, crashing out every day. Every day a chick going viral for saying some stupid shit that she either didn't get from her dad or she got from some chicks in her same position. But fellas, it starts and ends with us. That bar has been set too fucking low. But again, it's your life and your choice. You choose to live it how you see fit, whatever works for you. What you eat don't make me shit. But if you in this section, we only going for the best. Anything else is unacceptable. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.